Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sharing the Mouse. Dave Cottingham here with my lovely wife, Brooke.
Hi.
That's B for Brooke.
Yep.
How are you, babe?
Good. How are you?
I know you're not feeling too well.
I know, and I'm just running all the things in my head right now.
Thanks for joining us. It's been a little while. It has been crazy busy for us. One, on your Disney side.
Yes, which is fabulous.
A lot of trips going on.
Yeah, no complaints here.
Yes. So, as always,
Sorry, I keep clearing my throat.
Brooke Cottingham Travel. If you're interested in booking a trip, seriously, thanks everybody for getting a hold of her and doing that. I mean, I know you've got other options, but she's wonderful. And I mean, things are opening up more so for Disney, and it feels like a lot more people are wanting to get out there and travel, which is crazy because, I mean, I'm not complaining, but the inflation's happening a lot too. But
Yeah.
But you know, Disney is Disney, and if you want to get away and get there, I mean, it is the perfect time. Things are opening back up, less mask restrictions. Feels like the parks are filling back up more as far as
Oh gosh, yeah.
right. So
Yeah, they're pretty busy.
So where do you have people traveling the most right now? What part of the year? I know people are actually going right now.
Lots in March. Maybe like 12, 15 families in March.
Yes.
Fall break for us is always
fall.
big.
Yeah.
And Christmas.
Yep.
But I was like, I think, I've got people in every month going, but it's just heavier in the spring break, fall break, and Christmas break seasons. So, yay.
So I wanted a couple things I wanted to say early on in this episode.
Try not to cough.
No, you're fine. Just cough away from the mic, then you're fine. Couple things I wanted to point out. We've put together a brand new website.
You put together.
We're
I'm
a
not
team, babe.
technologically
we're a
savvy.
team, so it's always us, right? New website, sharingthemouse.com. Before it was a little bit about us and a place where you can watch it or listen to everything, but that's kind of gone to the wayside now because of where we host our show and, of course, YouTube. So basically the site is just information about us now and kind of a place you can go and see a lot of our pictures from our trips and
cute
everything. Our cute girls and everything. So the front page has a bunch of pictures of us, and then you can, of course, read about our...
I don't have ears on.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Put your ears on. Hold on. So we... there's an about there of us, me and Brooke, our hosts, information. Our favorite, like a list of our favorite things you can find there. We'll keep updating that, obviously, as we keep going with our shows and our trips. Oh, Chewbacca.
Oh, it was a little Star Wars theme.
Nice. And then you can get on there and leave us an email, ask us questions, contact us that way.
What about suggestions for a show topic?
Totally. Anything you want to send us, there's a contact page right there, or you can simply just email us. We're at mail@sharingthemouse.com. So if you want to send us any suggestions, questions, topics, we can respond that way. And then, of course,
it'd be also fun if we got a lot of questions to have like a question and answering session, like to run through.
Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So in conjunction with going to our site, and through there you can find our feed for our podcast. You can go to any podcast feed out there, Apple, of course, Google, Spotify, iHeart. We're all on all of those, Stitcher, TuneIn. Or you can go to YouTube and watch the shows because you're seeing us right now.
Hi.
Our Star Wars ears. But now what we have launched just now too is a Patreon page. Now, I've never done Patreon. A lot of people do Patreon. Tons of people. I've always been a little weary about it because we're talking about licensed property here, right?
Right.
Disney, and of course, I have a Star Wars show that I did, which I'm actually going to launch a Patreon on there too. The thing about it is Patreon, what I want to do with Patreon, what we want to do with Patreon, I'd rather do it in the sense that that actually connects us a little more with our audience and gives back to our audience a little bit more. So you'll see on the tiers that we've got, there's just ways to get exclusive merchandise from us, and there's ways to get to build up goals that we hope to help with people sometimes, and we'll get into more of that later on as we go. But like you just said, I think we want to be able to make some other content to give our Patreon supporters more direct, maybe some more direct Q&As, maybe some more direct content that kind of illustrates our trips a little bit more and our favorite things and stuff like that. So get on there and check it out. You can find links to the website from the website. There's Patreon links there, or it's patreon.com/sharingthemouse. Any contribution is a good contribution. There's a $1 tier a month thing if you want to do something like that too. No big deal. So, but we want to add that awareness and add more content that way, because it is a little hard for us to get together, even though we live in the same house. But this will force us to get together and do some stuff because. But
again, thankfully, we've just been so slammed with Disney stuff, which is fabulous feeling. I mean, it's great.
Yes.
That we have not. It's and with Eliza's gymnastics all the time.
We've got a gym rat.
Yeah.
She's there now.
Yep.
So we thought we'd squeeze this in before let's go get her and get dinner ready and all that stuff. So we appreciate it. Again, this helps with Brooke's business with the travel stuff. So we want to just add to it by interacting more with you and give you more. So hopefully that works out for everybody.
Sure.
Right?
Fabulous.
So sharingthemouse.com. Check out our new website. You can read more about us, see our pictures from our trips. If you got questions, you can contact us that way, and you can link to all of our shows, different platforms for our shows, and then, of course, link to our Patreon there. And there's actually a link there to directly go to Brooke's questionnaire to book a trip. So you'll see the link there. It says book a trip. Get there, and she can help you.
Yep, and that's to get a free quote.
Free quote.
And my services are free.
And free services.
So just the free doesn't just stop.
All of it's free. Yeah.
It's free.
All of it's free.
All my services are free.
Yeah. So you'll hear me on every episode talk about that. So now that's out of the way.
Right.
Obviously, it's been a little while, but we still want to talk about our Disney trip back in December. Our last episode that we did go through extensively Genie Plus. So I felt like we hit on that really well. We experienced that really well.
We liked it.
We loved it. I think it worked out for us really, really well. You're suggesting that a lot to your people,
and
people are
also
doing that, right?
We always with all clients, you just kind of weigh the pros and cons. Genie Plus during spring break, absolutely. Genie Plus during fall break, yes. And Christmas time, yes. Genie Plus in June, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes to Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, maybe not Animal Kingdom or Epcot. So I think it's just kind of date-based also, depending on when you go, if you're going to need it. And at that time, if you don't need it for your whole trip, then you have the chance to book it for just one of your park days, like a Magic Kingdom day, where it really is useful. Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing that we discovered mostly that helps with Genie Plus, because if you just rely on Genie Plus, I feel like you are going to miss out on some things. What I'm getting at is that I realized that we got so much done at Rope Drop.
Yeah.
Just running to getting in line to the because we knocked out several rides in the morning.
Yeah.
Now I know that some people want to enjoy the day by doing different things and then hitting rides throughout the day, but you're gonna sit in line a lot of times with that, and you're not gonna be able to get the things you want on Genie Plus. So wow, I mean, early in the morning. I mean, I remember looking
especially
down
because, and that's an advantage of an on-site guest versus an off-site guest. So the on-site guests get to enter in the parks 30 minutes prior to park opening. But when we were there, they surprised us during that time. It was an hour before park opening. So if you have that option of the 30 minutes, or if they surprise you and it's an hour, you have to, I mean, like, that's crucial to take advantage of that.
Yes. I mean, I'd look up and it'd be 10 o'clock and we had ridden like all the rides that we wanted to.
Like just bam, bam, like going.
Yeah. Because you know that people that aren't taking advantage of Disney Plus, they're going to like Rise of the Resistance and getting in line because they don't want to pay for it. Well, that one, if you pay for, you can take the time that they're doing that, hitting.
And we noticed
Slinky
that a lot.
And,
like
and
we would
Runaway Railway and
like
all those other
in
ones.
that hour of Hollywood Studios, and like you and Sam, I think, went to go do, like, we went to Slinky first.
Yes.
You and Sam went to go do something in Star Wars or something. Eliza and I we did Slinky and like Toy Story Mania and Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway and Alien Saucers. Mm-hmm. And you all did that and a couple other things. And then we were like, oh my gosh, we still have whatever. And the park was getting ready to open.
Yes.
So we fit in a couple more things, and then it was like park open. Whoom, the wait times like tripled all of a sudden.
And we still had our Genie Pluses with Slinky and Rise of Resistance.
Yeah,
I remember that one second day of Hollywood, we went, me and Eliza went to.
We all went right.
We went right and went to Haunted Man or Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, and then Tower of Terror again, and then went to Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Before the park even opened.
Before park opened.
I mean, it was crazy. So
and only had like a 20-minute Millennium Falcon wait.
Yes. 25 minutes at that point. And then we still had our Rise of Resistance and we still had our Slinky with Genie Plus. So you just got to take advantage of both. So
well, and we like to Rise of the Resistance and Slinky. If it's something like that, we go ahead and buy it also, because that's something we know that not Rise of the Resistance for necessarily, but like Slinky Dog. We purchased it and we rope dropped it because we knew we want to ride it 2 times.
That wasn't a purchase though.
Oh, it wasn't. It was
so
Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah. So that's we always did Slinky because we knew we wanted to ride it.
Yes.
For sure. And we didn't want to wait in line for that one.
But there was something else that we purchased and rope dropped it, and I can't remember which park that was, just because we were like, we want to ride this 2 times.
Yeah.
And I think it was because the Coolies were with us, so they can ride it because it was their first
Remy?
race. Oh, we did do Remy.
I think it was Remy. Yeah. Which is a great segue, because I was going to talk about our new rides that we experienced.
Oh, great.
And Remy obviously was the brand new one that we all experienced. What did you think about that ride?
It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute. It's not my favorite ride.
It's not my favorite either.
It's cute.
It's different.
It is different.
Because it's basically Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
But you're moving instead of staying stationary.
It's a lot going on.
And it's like a Mickey and Minnie's Railway also.
Yeah, because it's trackless, which is like Rise of the Resistance.
And Rise of the Resistance, that's right.
Yeah.
But you have the 3D glasses on because it's 3D. So you have the screens.
You have to ride it multiple times to see all that, because I feel like it's like a lot going on in there.
And it's 4D in a sense. So it's got like, like the water
some
splashes
sprays,
on you and the smells and stuff like that. So it's fun though.
The
I think
heat from the oven.
Yeah. It's fun.
It's cute.
And it doesn't. I'm a motion sickness kind of guy with some of that stuff. But I took my ginger pills, throughout the day, which was good. Helped me. I didn't feel anything riding that. I think it's fine because you're moving.
Yeah.
I think Flight of Passage is different because I'm staying still, and it's just long enough to where I don't get sick. Because if it goes a minute longer, I'm probably hurting. But it's pretty good. And again, you can pay for it. So and I think we waited in line, right? Also, is that what we did? We rope dropped it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, we rope dropped it, and we paid for it because we wanted to ride it twice.
Yeah. Which we'll probably do that again, just because of where we're staying in October.
Yes.
So when we enter the park, we enter
right there by
France.
Yep.
So we can walk in and just go straight to there.
Yep. Because again, with Genie Plus, pay or just sign up, you only can do those once.
Right.
So if you want to ride ride it again, you have to get in line. So take advantage of it and get in line early. If you look for Rise of Resistance, for example, you want to ride it twice, you've got to. Well, again, I guess you can stand by it twice, but then you're waiting 6 hours of your day. Yeah, but you can ride it, stand by, and then you can pay for it to get through it faster if you want to do that. So, so another ride. I was trying to think of all the rides because there was one other ride that I rode that I had not ridden before. It wasn't a new ride, but it was new for me. We finally rode Mission Space.
Oh, yeah, I did not.
You did not. Now, there's two sides of it. There's one that's kind of rougher, and then a lighter. We did the lighter one because I knew I would probably get sick. And it was pretty good. But it is, I tell you, it's pretty claustrophobic because they put you in almost like a capsule kind of thing. But you're strapped in really close, and you're right up against the console. And it's like a space shuttle. They're kind of simulating a space shuttle. And this is like a floating around.
Do you lay back? Like you blast off?
No. Yeah, I think it simulates it. It's hard. I have a hard time remembering. But because I only did it once. But it's this one is like a ride around. You don't go into space. It's like you're in the atmosphere and you're riding around the Earth.
Kind of like touring. You're
touring
just on
the
like
Earth.
a little Sunday drive.
And to be honest, it's an older ride, and the screen is pretty busted, because it looks like you're in a shuttle kind of thing. So it's not like an HD screen or anything, But it was okay. It was okay. I might try the
Fast?
The big one at some point. I think Eliza wanted to try.
I think she wants to too. Yeah.
Because I did it with the girls, right? It was me and the girls. Yeah. And I think
Corey and Avery.
Went too. Yeah. They were in the next capsule because it was 4. You only fit 4. So that was okay. I thought that was okay. As far as rides go, those are our only firsts this time. You didn't do Tower of Terror again?
No.
You didn't?
I made it up to the elevator.
Oh,
but then my watch warned me that my heart rate was too high.
That's right. And Katie, who went with us, who we'll have them on the show again to talk about it. But yeah, she bailed too, right?
She bailed too.
Yeah.
And we were both kind of like, "You want to go? You want to go? I'll go. I'll go if you go."
Yeah.
You want to leave? And then there was a nurse that was there, and she was like, "If you pass out, I'll be able to help you and take care of you." Like my watch was going crazy. But then, excuse me, Tower of Terror cast member escorted Katie and I off and took us down the scariest elevator I've ever been on. And I think that
you went down an elevator?
Was scarier than the ride.
Why'd you go down an elevator?
He took us on a service elevator with padded walls. It was like old elevator with padded walls.
Because we didn't even get on an elevator to get in line ever.
Well, we went down an elevator.
Wow.
Well, you're walking up a ramp.
Kind of. But
we got on an elevator with
one floor. You only went down one floor. You had to.
Probably. Well, I think we went lower than what.
Did you go down to the gift shop kind of thing?
Yeah.
And walk out. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
So in a scary hallway, like backstage scary hallway.
Gosh.
We're like, oh my God, I think this part is scarier than the actual ride. And he had a scary, creepy voice, and he was definitely playing the part of like a creepy bellhop. We thought we were going to die. But we figured a Disney cast member wouldn't hurt us, right? Yeah,
no. Their daughter, little Avery, got pretty terrified on it, but she made it through it. But it's fun. Our Eliza loves it. She rode Rock and Roller Coaster for the first time.
She was so proud.
She rode it twice. Again, we rode it twice in that road drop, back to back. She loved it. Wants to do it again.
Definitely.
And I'm surprised because it has a loop in it and a corkscrew. Actually, 2 corkscrews, I think. So yeah, as first time I rode it, I only had ridden it one other time, like several years ago, and I loved it too. I love that ride. That's fun.
I know.
So,
I do want to ride it. Sam does not want to ride it.
I know, but she's gonna ride it again. I guess this coming October.
Is that what she claims?
She claims. Well, she has to. If all of us are gonna ride it, she has to.
Unless we
split up again.
Rider swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could, but I think she's gonna try it. I think she's gonna try it again.
She could be my partner.
Yeah.
And then we could cry back there together if we get scared. It'll be good.
We didn't ride Did you ride Frozen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't ride Frozen this time. That's right, because I ran to Disney Springs.
Yeah. You were trying to
look for a backpack.
Superhero dad.
Yeah.
To find the very specific
Which
backpack
I ended up just buying
Eliza.
online and coming in the mail.
Like 2 days later.
Yeah, 2 days later when we got back. So yeah, rides wise, I think that's the only new ones. Obviously, new ones coming up this next time is Guardians of the Galaxy and hopefully Tron.
Right.
We'll see, but
can't wait for that one.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
It's super exciting.
Yeah, those are the next two big rides that are opening up. I wanted to talk briefly about Coronado Springs. Mm-hmm. What did you think of Coronado Springs?
I love that place.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
But I would be interested in hearing. I've never booked it for a client. Like in all of my clients, no one's ever booked that.
Really?
Yeah. So I would be interested.
But you send quotes for that, right?
All the time, because I'm like, well, since we've stayed, because I'm like, God, this place is fabulous.
Yeah.
But
it's a deluxe room. You can get a deluxe room for a moderate price, basically, right?
The tower.
The tower. That's what I mean.
Right. Yeah. The new Grand Destino Tower is like deluxe feel, deluxe size of rooms.
It's gorgeous.
And moderate price. But I would be interested to see the casitas, those other buildings that are not the towers, like what people think of those.
Yeah. And those are outside entrances?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, we had tower water view and it was like, holy moly.
And you can see Everest from our window. You can kind of get a glimpse of the fireworks from Epcot, like right there. Mm-hmm. The water view is just incredible. I mean, it was a great location. And we were only on the third floor. I wish we were actually higher.
I do too. Yeah. The food options there, because it's also a convention area.
Yes.
Is outstanding.
And even though we were in the tower, easy walk right over to where the quick service stuff is.
We were close to everything.
Yeah, and I actually loved, and I think it was because of COVID, maybe, I don't know, but I feel like the way it was set up, where they put the trays out, the food out already.
Oh, I did like
instead
that.
of just ordering and waiting.
Oh my ears,
yeah, you know, like in the mornings you had your options like breakfast sandwiches and waffles and pancakes, and you just grab it.
It was already there, pre-made in the basket, like
under a heat
waffles
lamp
with the sausage links.
Yeah,
and you could just look the kids section. Of hot foods, and that was so.
Do you think that was
easy.
Because of COVID, or
I think so? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because remember, it used to be walk up order.
Yes.
Then it went to strictly mobile order when we were going during the pandemic. And then they would put it out on a table.
Yes. Yeah.
And then now it was this way.
Now it's this way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm curious
when we go back.
Because when we went to we were at Art of Animation and Pop Century. That's how they did it. The tables, and you had to kind of go up there and grab that.
It had to be mobile ordered.
And Wilderness was like that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like this way better. This was so much better.
It was great and fast and efficient. And
Yep.
I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah, breakfast was fantastic. They had a great little gift shop there.
Great for pin trading. They have awesome pin boards.
Pin trading. Yep.
And then we've tried. Well, you all tried Rick's.
Yes.
The sport bar.
Yes.
The normal dining hall area, which we were talking about for breakfast, was awesome. Mm-hmm. Then Three Bridges, we ate the night of our Christmas party.
Yes.
Right? Was that the first night that we were there?
First night we were there.
That place, I swear to you, and I like put quotes and send people quotes, and I'm like, Coronado Tower View, you are going to die for the guacamole. Yeah. That guacamole, I dream about the guacamole from there.
Yes. Sam, she fell in love with guacamole.
I mean, we ate 2 orders of it. It was so good. And cool atmosphere there.
I will say the only knock I would say on it, again, and it's not a big one, is transportation.
Right, their bus.
Because you have to do bus.
Yeah.
And because it's massive, like the Caribbean, you have to hit all the bus stops, right, before you get to your bus stop sometimes. Now, sometimes it was different because it's funny because if you got on a bus heading to a park and it was full, they don't stop.
They're not stopping.
You just go because we left earlier than the coolies.
Oh, yeah.
We hit all the bus stops.
All the bus stops.
The bus that they got on was packed, so they actually beat us to the park.
Yes.
So that is a little bit, but that just means you just have to get a little earlier there, and just because it takes maybe about 10, 15 minutes to get around.
Oh yeah.
And then you get to the park. But the beauty of it, Coronado, where it is, you get to Hollywood and Epcot really fast. Animal Kingdom's actually really right down the street too. Magic Kingdom is the only one that's further away.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
it is a great location.
Don't pass Coronado up.
No, and honestly, I talked to a buddy of mine that I work with, Darren, that goes there all the time, and I mentioned that I stayed there, and he's like, "Oh, you stayed at the convention area place?" I'm like, "Yes, but it's not just a convention area. Like it is." He's like, "Oh, I actually always just thought of it as a convention area. I might have to look at doing that because," and that is probably the perception, right? Because a lot of businesses do go through there, and they have their events and their stuff there, but we didn't see any of that.
We didn't see it, but it was wonderful.
Yeah, but that stuff is,
and it also smelled good.
Yeah, it did. But there's meeting rooms and everything like. But it is a great job. They do a good job of keeping it away from your normal.
We only saw it because we were went down a wrong hallway.
Yes, that's right.
And that's the only reason why we saw that area.
Great pool.
Great
slide that the kids loved. We actually hung out at the pool a couple more times more than we normally do, so we got to see it. It is a little further away from the tower. It's but it
wasn't bad.
No, it's like a little couple minute walk, but it's not right outside.
Yeah,
like some of those
just
yacht
the
club
grounds.
Like
it was pretty. The
gorgeous.
Whole place. It was like, oh my gosh.
And at sunset is just it's incredible.
Don't pass up on Coronado.
No, it looked great, felt great, rooms are great.
Coronado Tower. That's what.
Tower. Do the tower.
Tower.
Yeah. We should probably try the split stay, maybe one of the smaller rooms at some point to see what it looks like. But we're probably not going to like it compared to the tower.
I know. Once you've been in the tower, then it's kind of like, wah, wah.
So what does that mean for your top 5 resorts now? Where does Coronado...
Have we always been doing 5?
Yeah.
Just 3.
Well, top
5.
We've stayed at how many have we stayed now?
I don't know. We got to look at the pins.
We did 9. We did 9 resorts. We're about to do 10 coming this October, right?
Yeah, because we've got a repeat. We're doing a split stay, but we have a repeat.
Our first repeat.
Oh.
We've never stayed at the same place twice.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Right? No, we haven't.
Wow.
We've gone a different place every time, and even our split stay was 2 different places. Now, we're doing Yacht Club and Boardwalk. We have never stayed at Boardwalk. We tried to do Beach Club, it's just not available.
Yeah.
But Yacht Club, just because. So we're repeating one.
We've never done Waterview, so we're doing Yacht Club, Waterview, Boardwalk, Waterview.
Is it Waterview too? Yeah. Okay. So Boardwalk, we'll try Boardwalk for. We're only staying there a couple of nights. I think, right?
Just like 2 nights or something.
So what do you think?
Top 5 resorts. Do I go from top to bottom or bottom to top?
Bottom to top.
Ugh. Okay. Do you already know yours?
I mean, we've done it before.
Because I'm gonna have to type and think at the same time. So if you know,
we've done it before. Well, I mean,
I'm gonna say
I know my top 3. Obviously, I think 5. I think number 5 is Art of Animation for me.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to. I feel like the location was great. Mm-hmm. Skyliner is always great to be next to. I didn't like where we were as far as the building, but closer to the pool and maybe the main building there would be good. But that's good for me. That's number 5 for me.
My 5 is Riverside.
Yeah. I don't remember that much, so I wish.
I do remember it.
Okay.
Yeah, I do, because that was our first.
Yes. I did love the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't go into the buildings that much.
Not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Because, and we talk about this all the time, like the first 3 years of us going was like, just thinking, what just happened?
Yeah.
Because we had autograph books, penny books, all the character meals, all the things.
Yeah.
We were doing absolutely everything all the time at the same time.
All the time.
So it was like, go.
Then my 4 is, see, it's dropped down because this was in my top 3, is French Quarter.
Oh, yeah. I do love French Quarter. Ooh, didn't put that on here. Okay.
You didn't put that on there?
I know, but I like French Quarter. So my 5 could be, because they're little sister resorts, could be Riverside / French Quarter.
Okay.
My 4 is Polynesian.
Oh, yeah. That's not even in my top 5 anymore.
I know. And we went when it was still like old Polynesian. And I think if we went with new Polynesian.
Probably.
Because it is great location.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really drawn in by the decorations and the way it looked.
Because it was like brown. It was very brown, very old. And we were there for a hurricane.
Yeah.
So there was that.
Number 3 is Coronado now for me.
Oh, me too.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
So I think our number 1 and 2 are different. No, our number 1 is the same because my second one is Wilderness.
Mine's Wilderness for second one.
And then Yacht's number 1.
But that's like
But see, that's all brown, and I'm good with that because that is awesome.
it is a good resort. It is all brown too. But I feel like what do we say? Wilderness was second.
Yes.
Yacht. It's the pool and the location.
You can't beat it right now. I can't beat it right now. Once we stay at beach, it's probably gonna be number 2.
I know. Their food there is great.
Yes.
Restaurants, their quick serve.
Location is perfect.
Pool.
I think Boardwalk.
Walk to Epcot.
I think Boardwalk could jump in there depending on how the room and everything looks. Mm-hmm. But that location is the same thing.
Yeah. Just to be able to walk, because we're Epcot people too, so that makes a difference. If you're like not Epcot people, then don't stay at any of those. If Epcot's not going to be your park, then don't go. We're like 2-day Epcot.
If you're all people. Magic Kingdom, you got to stay at the monorail.
Stay closer. Mm-hmm.
But
I know. And Yacht has, I know we talk about smells, but Yacht Club has the best resort smell when you walk in. And I cannot even wait.
I know.
For that in October.
Yeah, it's going to be good. That's going to be good.
That's going to be fabulous. Oh my gosh.
So that's our next top 5. Yeah, our next top 5 there. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure it's going to change once we stay at Boardwalk. And of course,
some might drop out.
That's right. Some might start dropping out. Mm-hmm. And we got others that we got to stay still. You know, we still got Contemporary and Grand Floridian and Riviera, and I want to do Caribbean again to get the real, because I feel like Caribbean is, depending on where you are there, it'd be good because transportation there is pretty good with Skyliner right there and all that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's it for this episode. Next episode, we'll touch on some dining for this last trip a little bit because we did hit some brand new places like Space 220 and stuff like that. So. Definitely want to talk about that.
71.
Yeah, Steakhouse 71. Oh.
Those burgers.
Oh, man. Of course, we got to get the Coolies back to get their take on how their experience, because they are actually going back with us.
I know.
We're
so
going
proud
together.
Of
They're
them.
not necessarily going with us, but we're going together again in October. So we got a couple things still to talk about.
It'll be fun to hear what because we talked about what their expectations or what they thought it would be like.
That's right.
And then what it would actually be like.
How they actually felt going through it. Yeah, so we want to get their take on that. And then we've got to get into our next trip is Disneyland.
Ooh.
We're going to Disneyland.
I can't even wait.
For Eliza's birthday in June.
Pumped.
Yeah, cannot wait. Whole new thing.
If Disneyland is your home park, throw the suggestions our way.
Absolutely.
I haven't been since 2000 and I would say 2001, 2002.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't been since the early 80s. So when I was like 5.
But neither of us have been to California Adventure. That wasn't there.
That's exactly right. I mean, all new experiences. And we're staying at the original hotel, Disneyland Hotel. So we're really looking forward to that. I cannot wait.
And the girls picked that out because of the slide, the water slide.
That's right. That's right.
I know. So give us like quick serve, because that is one thing we decided not to do sit down dining there.
Right.
Just so we can eat as much different kinds of foods
as we can
while we're there.
Yes. We're going to try all kinds of snacks.
So give us suggestions on that.
We would love suggestions, please. Yes.
Snacks.
So,
I can't wait.
After a couple more episodes, then we'll get into the Disneyland stuff, kind of what our plans are and how we're going to tackle that. But that's our next trip. Fun. Like I said, please check out the new website. If you're interested in supporting the show with Patreon, there's links on there. And then, of course, there's links to book a trip if you're interested in Brooke Cottingham Travel helping you plan your trip. Of course, she can do Disneyland also. That's kind of the reason why we need to go. Yeah. We need to experience it and have our firsthand knowledge of the area and of the hotel and of the rides and the places to eat. I mean, we're just going to hit it up all over. So because it's hard to talk about it when you're not even going.
I know, and I've booked several Disneyland trips, and I was like, I'll check on that.
Yes, that's right. So Disneyland, Disney World, get a hold of Brooke Cottingham to do
Disney Cruise Line.
Disney Cruises.
Hello.
That's right. We got to do one of those sometime.
Yep.
So.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody, for checking back up with us. Keep following us, sharingthemouse.com on all the social channels as well. We'll be back soon. Take care.
Bye.
See ya real soon.